Hello, my beautiful people. It is I, it is her, it is she, it is Coach. And thank you again for tuning into the channel. Thank you for being a part of the community. I want to make sure that I'm giving you valuable content that you can take and go with you and hit a video and click of a button to make sure that you are following this journey along the proper way that you are supposed to, which is to have fun, but also making sure that you're making the right choices when it comes to your health and when it comes to your body and when it comes to your mind. Thank you for joining the channel, All Things Healthy with Coach Yolanda. And in this video today, I want to talk to you about making healthy habits and not restrictions, which means we as women, we tend to love the way that we look, and we love how we dress up, and we love how we change our hair, and we just make ourselves look just so appealing when it comes to our appearance, right? But also that's a habit that you formed. It's something that you do every single day, and it's something that becomes a part of your life because now it's something that's a part of your daily routine. It's the same way with your health. You want to make sure that you are performing acts of greatness when it comes to your health. These are things that you incorporate in your life every single day that will help you sustain the lifestyle that you are trying to live and not feel restricted as you are doing it. You know, I was at work the other day and one of my coworkers basically said to me, or should I say my colleagues basically said to me, I just want to diet like you diet. And it didn't click until I actually walked away and I started doing other things that people truly believe that weight loss is a diet. Diets simply just don't work. Because remember, diets are for a small, sustainable, short period of time, which means you're going to do a diet from 1 week to the other week, or maybe from this month to that month, or from these amount of days to that amount of days. And it's going to stop once you get back into routine of what you were officially doing. Everything that you lost, all the weight that you lost, is going to come right back on because it was a diet. What I do is not a diet. It's a literal lifestyle. It's something that I do in my sleep. I wake up and breathe this lifestyle. I wake up intentionally for my day to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to eat today. This is how I'm going to exercise today. This is my movement going to be today. I have intentions that I put in place to help me sustain the life that I am trying to live, which is a healthy lifestyle. It's become a part of my daily routine. And it's not a restrictive lifestyle, because restrictive means that it's boring, it's not fun, it's not going to be sustainable, and it's definitely not going to last. So I want to give you just a few key tips on how to make a lifestyle as fun as possible and also make it a habit and not feel restrictive. First of all, you want to commit to yourself, okay? That's the first thing you want to do. You want to have that personal, in-depth conversation with yourself, because sometimes we need that own pep talk. Sometimes we have to be intentional with our own words when it comes to who we are as a human and speaking with ourselves. So you want to make that commitment. You want to say, hey, X, Y, and Z. Or for me, hey, Yolanda, today we are going to do X, Y, and Z. Today I feel in my heart that I'm going to make better choices. And even if I do slip up, it's okay. I'm going to continue to go forward because it's not about restrictions. So you don't want to feel like you can't have something because you're not in a particular lifestyle. Remember, this is something that you're trying to sustain. So it's something that's going to be a part of your daily routine. Like you wake up in the morning, you put your clothes on, you take your shower, you brush your teeth, you do your hair, you do your makeup. It's a part of your daily routine. So your health has to be a part of your daily routine by first making a commitment to yourself. Number 2 is you want to understand your relationship and the correlation between the food that you love, the food that you eat, and you put that thing together and it's called your plate, right? So you need to understand what foods make you happy, what foods make you excited, and those foods are the foods that you love. Now you want to make a correlation between the foods that you aren't too particular about, the foods that are just not you want to go to, right? And most people are not a fan of vegetables, even though they know that they are the best for our bodies. They give us everything that we need, but we as humans, we tend to not go towards the vegetable as much because I want to take a whole sandwich over a vegetable, right? And that's just the way that it is. That's just the way that we've been taught to think. But you want to make sure that you are understanding that entire plate. And what it helps you to figure out is what it is that you go to the most. So that food that you go to the most is not going to be a restrictive food, but it's going to be a food that you put as an indulgent. And that's what I like to look at, foods as an indulgent. So in a month, I will eat clean for about 80% of the time. But that 20% of the time, I can guarantee you, I'm going to have me a nice biscuit. I'm going to have me a good donut. I may even have me a cup of coffee or two. I may even have some whole grains that's like cream of wheat or, things that I want to eat. Cereal. I love eating almond cereal. Kellogg's almond cereal. I love that cereal. But I know that cereal, 3/4 of that cereal, just 3/4 cup of that cereal is too many calories for me to be processing. On top of, it's not even going to keep me full all day. So I need to find things that I'm going to enjoy, that my body is going to love, that's going to give me the results that I need, which is understanding the correlation between the foods you love, the foods you're not too fond of, and making it into a plate that you can enjoy, right? Then number 3 is you want to make sure that you know your intention for that day. You have to plan out your meals. I know it's an easy way of saying things, or it's very tedious at times, but planning your meals makes sense because you're not on a fly-by-night. You're not trying to figure this thing out, and which means that you're not going to make this mistake or just run off and be in a tangent of what you think you should eat, because you are plans, which means you know what you're having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your snacks in between. And sometimes maybe on a Friday night you want to just just have a little indulgent, and you can, because you have planned out your meals for that week. It doesn't mean that you can't have something that you love, like a glass of wine, or maybe a cooler, or you want to have a pizza, or you maybe want to have tacos or something. Like, you just gotta think rationally when it comes to your plate. And also, you have to be intentional if you want to lose the weight. It's not about restricting, but it's about forming healthy habits to see long, sustainable term results, right? And number 5, you want to put this plan into action, which means this is like your go-to. It is your everyday go-to. It is the thing that you go to when you know nothing else works. It's the thing that you make sure that you're putting into play every single day without having to worry about what it is that you're going to do on the next time, or what am I going to eat when it comes to dinner time, or I've eaten my lunch and I've eaten my breakfast. What am I going to do around dinner time? I don't have an idea what I'm going to eat. You do not want to be in that position where you're not understanding what it is that you need to eat when it comes to you loving and forming healthy habits for long, sustainable time. It's not a diet. It's not a restriction, because when you tend to restrict, that means that you are not going to stay with this thing. You are going to jump off this bandwagon so quick. You're going to jump off it so fast. The only thing somebody got to say to you is, girl, I'm off. Yep, I'm not doing that no more, because you feel restricted. And that is something that you do not want to feel. So what I've done is I've come up with a full entire meal guide to help you not feel restrictive. You can eat chicken, you can eat pastas, you can have chocolate, you can even have wine or coolers, whatever it is your preference. But it's all about making sure that you are forming healthy habits. So in my Rock and Drop Fitness Meal Guide, which is healthy habits, because remember, we are forming healthy habits. In the Rock and Drop Meal Guide, you are going to get those healthy habits. You're going to be able to form it because I give you 4 weeks of exactly what it is that you can do, and you can follow it step by step without feeling like this is something that you cannot sustain. You can flip and flop. You can mix and match. You can make it your own and make it work for you. But the key is to start. If you're not starting your plan, if you're not trying to figure out your plan, then what it is exactly that you are doing, which you're not doing anything because your body isn't able to do anything because you're staying in the same position, in the same place that you were, which is nothing's happening. And we've all been down that road of nothing happening. So again, I want you to follow my 5 key points that I've pointed out. Again, grab my meal guide. In the meal guide, you're going to get all the nutrients that you need. You're going to get the portion control. You're going to get recipes, and you're also going to get a full week guide on breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So it's all planned out for you. You don't even have to think about it because it's all done for you. It's an all-in-one meal guide. And you can pick that up at the link below. It's healthy habits, and that's it. You're forming healthy habits, and that's what you have to tell yourself. So I hope that you got value out of this video. Please definitely do like and share. Please definitely let others that you think that would enjoy this type of information, share it with them, because there is something that we can teach one another about forming healthy habits and not restrictions. The key is not to be restrictive, because restrictions mean that we're not going to stick with that. Restrictions mean it's not going to happen. Restrictions means I'm not going to do this long term. I'm going to do this about for a good week and holler back at your girl. And we don't want that. We want to keep it really simple. We want to keep it really indulgently, happily, and healthy. Because when you eat with intention and when you love on yourself intentionally and on purpose, your body will flourish no matter how you look at it. But you have to have a plan of action. You have to have actionable steps, and you have to have things in place that's going to work for you. This is Coach Yolanda. I want you to have a phenomenal day. And as always, I want you to make sure that you like, share, and comment below what you think about this video. That way I'm able to give you more videos like this if you love this type of content. And be able to share it with the community. We're all here to learn and to understand how this thing called health works, which is a really simple plan, but sometimes we as humans, we just tend to overcomplicate the process. But that's okay, because I'm going to see you in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to talk about something really good. And this is about portioning those foods correctly to get the results you want. Talk to you later. Peace.